Hey everyone, here's an update to the diet. I'm currently 181.4, down from 182.4 from yesterday. For breakfast, I had 2 sausage patties and 2 scrambled eggs. For lunch, I had a chicken avocado salad from El Pollo Loco with some chips that were scrunched and then thrown on top. Only 5, don't worry, falls within the carb limit. And then for dinner, I actually had dessert first. I had Rebel ice cream, the ice cream bar, double chocolate, and then the Rebel ice cream peanut butter and chocolate pint. Just 2 scoops of it. And that was what I ate. And for dinner, I almost forgot about that. I had Spam, 2 slices that were fried on a pan. And I'm never eating that again because it gave me serious stomach problems. No likey. So that was the log. Did I exercise? I guess if you can count me walking around at work, pushing carts, and walking around the store, helping customers out exercise, then there you go. But it would be good to do dedicated exercise. I need to do more stretching. Let's go through a brief summation of the day now. After recording the update, I was watching a Red Letter Media video, a YouTube channel that reviews movies about the new Superman film. I didn't finish it, but it was very funny and enjoyable. Then we left, me and my mom, for church. Well, the plumber was working on finishing the work in the room that we want him to work on, as well as unclogging the sink in the kitchen. So we eventually arrived at church, and when we got there, we sat down and listened to the sermon. I actually needed to use the restroom before the sermon started, so I did that, and then finished, and then went and watched. As the sermon was playing out, I was recording some work in my journal that ultimately was me self-reflecting on what I've been doing and how I can do better. I remember the sermon was about giving with a cheerful heart instead of with an ornery heart. Then we left to go have a nice lunch at El Pollo Loco because we were worried that the plumbing wouldn't be working at the house at the time because the plumber was at work. So we wanted to go to eat at a place where we could eat without having to worry about not washing our hands or things like that. Or use the restroom. So we got there. We had a nice chicken salad. I had a Coke Zero, and we took 5 chips, crumbled them on top, ate them, very good. My mom had the same thing. And then we went into a tech store to see if the Switch 2 was available, just to mess around with it. I wasn't going to buy that thing. I just want to see what it looked like in person. But it was nowhere to be found. So we instead went window shopping around the TVs and the projectors, and we're starting to think about getting a projector for outside pool parties. We think that would be a lot of fun. Well, then we returned home. The plumbing was done, thankfully, and our sink was fixed. So that was great. We got an update from our family friend saying that she is currently in the hospital right now, and we send our best regards and wishes to her and hope for a very speedy and quick recovery. Then I got dressed and I left for work. In the middle of my drive, my car had the check engine light turn on, so that had me really worried. And to the point where I couldn't really think about anything else when I got to work and was helping out around. The first thing I was going to do was take my car to the nearest car shop and get a computer diagnosis to see what was going on. Well, after my first 2 hours, I went upstairs on my only break for the day, and I looked up to see if my auto shop was open near me. It wasn't on a Sunday, but there was another auto shop that was, so I was going to go to that one to get the diagnosis. And I even was talking to Grok about what the possible issues could be. Well, afterwards, another 2 hours was spent doing front end bagging work and a lot. It was a really, really busy and hectic day at work. Like, there was consistent customers and it was a lot to take in. Well, afterwards, I drove to the nearest auto shop that was open and I got a diagnosis. Turns out that I got a code P0440, which indicates a fault in the evaporative emission system for a predetermined period of time. So I guess my evap system isn't doing too hot. So as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to be calling my car mechanic when the car mechanic shop opens, and I'm going to see if I could get some work done on the car. Well, after that, I found out that it was safe to drive my car for a bit of a period for a while, but it'd be best to get it fixed as promptly as possible, so I'm going to. I drove to the nearest grocery store that carried the ice cream I wanted, which was keto approved. I got it. It was the Rebel ice cream bars, chocolate flavored, and chocolate peanut butter flavored. Then I went back home. I gave my mom one of the bars. And at the time, my sister was there, and they were working on putting the wooden panels back on the floor. While they were doing that, I decided to eat ice cream while watching finishing that Red Letter Media video. I was really tired and exhausted from my day at work. I just felt super tired and I wanted to relax. And the work on the floor was very near completion. So, after the ice cream, my mom needed help with a few things. First, we needed to cut a bit of wood off of a board to put in a area of the flooring, so that way it could fit properly. Another thing that was needed was to put some pictures back up on the wall, so I did that. And finally, the last thing we did was we moved a little furniture around so that way we could put a carpet on the floor. Because the way the boards were put back, some of them were jutting out and wibbly wobbly. And that's a real bad tripping hazard right there. So we just slapped a carpet over it because it was a lot of work and to get those boards out and put them back in properly. So that's definitely something that needs to be dealt with as soon as possible, because that's a serious tripping hazard. I mean, the carpet's a good short-term solution, but it's not perfect because I almost tripped even with the carpet on. But my mom said it's fine and that she doesn't have money to fix it, and she instead needs the money for the back area we're working on instead. So after that, I decided to take my vitamins, brush my teeth, go to sleep while listening to the Gateway Experience on my earphones, and I remember what happened in my dreams this time. I believe I was at work. Everyone was in red and blue uniforms, which is very unusual. And I remember I was falling down a hallway in the store, with the food on either side of me, when someone called my name, like I was skydiving down there to see what they needed. That was pretty interesting. I woke up. My mom woke me up, told me that we had broccoli ready to go. So I went, I got some of that broccoli. I put some cheese on it. I ate it. We had a cat there that was begging to be pet, so I pet him. His name's Malcolm, by the way. Love him to death. My mom was worried about the whole health situation with our family friends, so that's something we seriously need to work on and get to the bottom of and find out what we need to do to help out. Apparently, we need to have the family friend need to eat more vegetables and stop relying on inhalers so much. And just overall do more mobility exercises. So we're gonna have to work together on that. And that's pretty much my day up until now. For the rest of the day, I'm going to clean the pool vacuum. I'm going to call my car mechanic, see if we can schedule an appointment to work on that evap system. And I'm going to work on my YouTube video. So that's the download. I hope you got something out of it. I'm going to get to work now. See you in the next one, and goodbye.